Projects. Yes, photographic projects. I do a lot of photographic projects, and sometimes they're small little projects, but sometimes they're big projects. And the project I'm going to talk to you today about is a big project that's going to take over a year to finish. Hi, this is Kevin Raber, and we're back in my man cave. Today I want to talk to you about a project I decided to do this year, a big project, and it's going to be a lot of fun, but I guess at my age, as I'm getting older, I need projects to do more on a regular basis because I'm a firm believer that as long as I'm busy and I'm doing projects, I'm going to stay alive. So I'm really happy to say that the project I'm doing now is called Print a Day. That's right, I am making a 1620 print for every day of this year. And I am going to share with you today the process for doing that and what my collection looks like so far. So I decided when I wanted to do this print that I wanted to leave something behind. All this has to do with legacy. You know, when I die, I want to leave prints behind. And I want to leave something that will be a collection. Maybe someday I'm going to be in a garage sale and I'll be famous when my prints are sold to somebody at a garage sale and become the next Vivian Maier. You never know, right? Anyway, I'm a landscape photographer mainly, and most of everything I'm going to be printing over the next year are images that I've done over my last 20 some odd years of photography. And I've gone through so far and I've made a selection of over 1,400 images, and probably there's another 1,000 out there that I'll continually work on. I converted a couple years ago to Lightroom, and I've been going back through all my images, especially now with all the tools in Lightroom and Photoshop, like getting rid of wires and reflections and all different things like that. And in addition to that, I've added the photo AI into my workflow. So after my images are made and I make a TIFF print, I also now run them through photo AI for additional sharpening, deblurring, all the different things that the photo AI can do. And then I finally make what I call my master image. And so far I've made 31 prints. This is the January collection. And every one of these prints is signed. So I use a product called Le Pen. It's black. They also make a gray, which I use. And I sign every print. Because without a signature, these prints are going to be worth nothing in the end. I've been making images. This one's from Iceland. This one's from Antarctica. And I'll put in the video here in a second, all the images that there are so you can see them. But you can see they're all signed at the bottom. And what they'll do is they'll be going into a case that I got from Archival Methods. And I'm doing these as 16 by 20s. Because I don't like the 1722 size. It's not a photographic size as I remember it. And I use these archival boxes from Archival Methods, as I already said. Links will be in the description below. And the prints get made, inspected, and signed, and then I have a master sheet of all the images that I've done for the month. Paper selection for this was rather important. And so I did a little bit of research, and there's a lot of paper selections. And of course, many of you know that I teach fine art printing at the Indianapolis Art Center, where I'm an artist in residence. And I decided, number one, I would do the 1620 size, but my paper of choice for this is Red River Palo Duro Soft Gloss Rag. And it's just a really nice paper. It's got a beautiful like texture finish to it. It just is smooth. It's heavyweight, and it's going to work out really well for this project. So that's the paper I'm using, and I go through every month and I make a folder on my hard drive of the images that I want to work on, and I work on those, and then they're ready to print. And so I then take them and I use image print. And I print everything through image print, and I just go through the images. And I make in one night 4 or 5 images, and a couple nights worth of work, I'll have a collection for the month. Sometimes You know, I'll do it all in one batch too, who knows. February's prints are almost finished, and I'm already in March, so I've got to start the March prints. This year's going fast, isn't it? And of course, by working down in the man cave here and making all these different prints, here's a cool one. I get the chance to, number one, relive all this stuff, but I actually make a picture, a print, that I can hold in my hands. And 1620 is not so unmanageable, but it's also really good for collections and storing images. I make a lot of small prints too. I make 4x6s and other prints. This is a print of a guy named Panhead Billy that I did at Death Valley National Park a while ago. This is an image from Olympic National Park. This is a cool image. This one is from the major bridge in Sydney, Australia, and the foundation of the bridge holding it up. This is a little bit of a rust pictures, which I did in Svalbard. That's kind of a fun picture. And I'll put the rest of the pictures in the video here, as well as in the article itself, so that you can look at these images on your own. But I highly recommend that maybe you consider doing a project. Maybe it doesn't have to be 1620. It could be 8x10. It could be 4x6. But find projects to do. I'm working on several books right now. I'm doing this project. So I stay busy. Staying busy, I stay off the internet. I don't hear all the weird, bad news that we have these days. And I have fun. I come on down to my man cave, set my computer up, put some music on, and I make a series of prints. And it doesn't take long. I'm using the Epson P900 for this project, and it's just a great way to relax and spend an hour or so in the evening before I get on to doing some other different things and getting me out of my office upstairs. So, give it some thought. Find a project to do. Doesn't have to be a big one like this. By the time I'm done, I'll probably have a couple of these boxes filled with prints. There'll be 365 1620 prints. It's a lot of prints, but we're going to see how it works out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I will share with you the images each month so you can see the progress and how we're coming, and I highly recommend that you consider doing a project. This is Kevin Raber from photoPXL. Thanks for being part of our family, and I'll see you next time.